Hello everyone, welcome you all to this English class. Today I am going to discuss with you the brief summary of the chapter The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlöf. Now let's talk about the author. Selma Lagerlöf from 1858 to 1940 was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. A universal theme runs through all of them. A belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. A human being has the tendency to redeem himself from dishonest ways. It means that a person can reform himself and leave his dishonest ways. The story is based on a deep human philosophy. A rat trap seller sold small rat traps of wire which he made himself. The business was not profitable, so he had to resort to both begging and petty thefts. His clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger shone in his eyes. His life was sad and monotonous. He was homeless, and once he was walking on the road and lost in his own thoughts. But one day he got lost in a series of thoughts which he found very interesting. The man was thinking about the rat trap, and suddenly a thought came to his mind that the whole world, which includes land, sea, cities and villages, was similar to a rat trap. Looking at his rat traps, he was struck by an idea that the whole world was nothing but a big rat trap. Its only purpose was to set baits for people. Riches, joys, shelter, food, and clothing were just tempting baits or attractions. Anyone who lets himself tempted by these baits, the rat trap closes in on him, and then everything comes to an end. The world had never been kind to the peddler, so it gave him joy to think ill of others. It became his favorite pastime to think of people who were caught in the dangerous trap. There were others who were still circling around the bait. One dark evening, as he was wandering along the road, he knocked on the door of a little grey cottage. An old man welcomed him. He was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. He served supper to his guest and played majolies with him until bedtime. He also gave him pipe to smoke. The host shared all his secrets with the peddler also. He went to the window and took down a leather pouch which was hung on a nail in the window frame. He picked out 3 wrinkled 10-kroner banknotes and held them up before the eyes of his guest and stuffed them back into the pouch, saying that he had earned these 30 kroners by selling the milk of his cow. So he was so generous that he shared his secrets also with him and trusted him a lot. Next morning, both the rat trap seller and the crofter woke up early, as the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. Even the rat trap seller felt that As the owner of the house had awakened, so he should also leave the bed. They both came out of the cottage at the same time. The old man and wished him goodbye. But after about half an hour, the rat trap seller returned to the cottage and he broke down the window pane where the pouch was hanging. He took away the money, kept it in his pocket, put the pouch back at its place, and walked off. The peddler was happy as he had money in his pocket. He then thought of walking through the woods instead of moving through the public highway. Initially, it was not difficult to walk through the forest, but later on it got confusing and he forgot his way. He tried too hard to walk in the right direction, but in vain. At this point of time, he started thinking that how he himself was caught in the rat of the world just like other people. He was fooled by the bait of money which he had stolen from the old man. It was December and got very dark. His hope of escaping the forest reduced. The danger of his life increased and there was no way left for him. He was too tired to death, so he thought that he should lie down, and he was thinking that his end was near. As he laid his head on the ground, he heard a very strong, regular sound. He realized that there must be an iron mill. With this thought, he gathered all his strength and started walking with great difficulty towards the sound. The Ramshaw Iron Works was a large plant which had shut down few years ago. It had smelter, rolling mill and a forge. In summers, long flat-bottomed boats carrying the material would come down the canal to a large lake. One evening, near Christmas time, the master smith and his helper were sitting in the dark forge near the furnace. He was wearing a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes, both of them waiting for the pig iron which was put inside the furnace fire to be ready to put onto the anvil. They took turns to stir the matter. One could hear different types of sounds in the forge. There was a big bellow which was blowing air in the fire with great sound. Also there was the sound of cracking coal and little rainfall. So they could not hear the sound of the rat trap seller when he reached there. So they couldn't notice the arrival of the peddler. It was due to these different types of sounds that the blacksmith didn't realize that a man had opened the gate of the forge and had entered in. Many homeless people used to get attracted to the lights of the forge which peeked through the window panes which were covered with the black powder of burnt coal. Because the blacksmiths were habitual to the visitors, they were indifferent to the man. They just looked at him. The rat trap's seller's appearance was similar to that of other wanderers. He had a long beard, dirty clothes, wore old worn out clothes, and had a bunch of rat traps hanging from his chest. The peddler tried to seek permission from the blacksmith to stay in the forge for a night, and the blacksmith allowed him. The peddler also said nothing because his main aim was to warm himself and sleep. The owner of the Ramshaw iron mill in those days was a very ambitious person whose aim was to sell only the finest iron into the market. Therefore, he used to keep a check on the workers both during day and night. so he came on his nightly round on that day. Unlike the blacksmiths, the ironmaster at once noticed the peddler who was sitting so close to the furnace that steam was coming out of his torn clothes. He not only went near him but also removed his hat to look at his face. When the ironmaster took off the peddler's hat, he mistook him as an old friend, Niels Olaf. The peddler didn't know him, nor had he seen this man before, but he thought that if this man mistook him as his old friend and gave him some money out of pity, then it would be good for him. The ironmaster invited the peddler to come home with him, but the peddler refused again and again, as he didn't want to throw himself voluntarily into the lion's den. The ironmaster wanted him to give them company at Christmas, but the peddler refused. Thank you very much for watching. We will continue in the next module.